to children's voices. Fellow speakers, guest. So yes, how can we get to listen to children's voices? So first off, a little bit about me. Then I'll talk about the problem, some solutions if I can come up with some, and an outcome. So yeah, a little bit about me. I personally recently have been looking at how I don't use my voice, and that's part of why I'm here, is to speak up for myself. As a small child, I didn't really get listened to. I feel that I put my feelings very, very, very low down, and I've always felt that I'm not worthy. Not worthy, not good enough, and it's hard standing up in front of people and trying to convey a message when you haven't tuned into your own feelings for a long time. How I got here. So you've heard a little bit about my software engineering type journey, and how that was fun. Watching my dad play with computers and getting into coding at an early age. I possibly didn't say that I had a break. So I was at school and I was trying to do A-level maths, physics and chemistry. I thought, this is going to be fun. No, it wasn't fun, and I didn't do too well. So I kind of gave up on sort of being a scientist and a technician type person, and went off into admin, and then ended up at a defence company. And there was somebody there that believed in me and listened to my voice and encouraged me to do a qualification, a HNC. And while I was there, I found an affinity for doing computers, which is a bit strange, or obviously not strange, because I was quite good at computers and my dad had them around. And then I got into software engineering at that point and got my degree and enjoyed making code, except it was a bit boring, to be honest, because it was more about printing this and printing the label. And I had a boss that I didn't really get on very well with, and it was really difficult to get anywhere within the software. So I really wanted to have a family, so I had twins, and I thought, well, I can't go back into doing software because that would be full time. So yeah, I had my twins, and then after they were born, I had a job at the library and enjoyed doing story time and rhyme time with the really little ones. The wheels on the bus and all that. It was really good fun. And at that age, those children are really quite switched on, and they listen to you and they enjoy learning and they get on with it. But at some point in their school career, they seem to get disconnected with learning and disconnected with people and having conversations, and somewhere along the line they lose their voice. In education, they're not encouraged to use their voice, in my opinion, in my experience. They have to stick to the rules. They have to stand behind their chairs and wait for the teacher to come in. It's very dictatorial. And when it comes to going into work, they haven't used their creativity for a long time. Because all that time in school, they are trying to pass those exams. And I've been having conversations with my daughter recently. She's 14 and she's in secondary school. And much as she kind of likes the social side of school, she is really rebelling against certain rules. Like, there's certain types of shoes that she's not allowed to wear. I mean, what difference does that make to her learning? I don't know. Perhaps she can tell me. And then there are other children that are obsessed with tech and gaming. I don't see a problem with that, but maybe some parents among you do. And it's because, I feel it's because they are losing themselves in the tech, in the gaming, because they've got no voice anywhere else. So what could be possible solutions? Well, I think telling them the neuroscience, telling them about their brains and how their brains work and how we can change our thoughts. Like standing up here, I never thought I could stand up here and talk to a bunch of people about something that I haven't really prepared. But here I am. And that is something to do with telling myself that actually I can do it. And your support, your group support is top notch. So I feel that teaching children how they can use their brains and help themselves to overcome problems like that. And I think we can use tech in our classrooms more to help them learn. There are games out there that provide a sort of a gamification. I don't know if you've heard the term, but it's about getting points and badges and coming up the steps. Like we have the grading system with our speeches. There's bits that we can use, tech that we can use to keep children interested in their learning. And if we give them more opportunities for creative expression, and that comes back to me and back to coding, it's a good way of them having their own creative expression. And so the outcome of giving them those opportunities, I would hope that children would become more interested in learning as a subject, learn about learning, and also learn and also because they may understand how it benefits them, not just to get a GCSE or an A-level or a degree, but for their life and what they're going to do with their lives. Hopefully they're going to become the innovators that we need to save our planet. And hopefully they will use tech more productively. If we can teach them how to use tech in the classrooms, apps and programming and coding, then it will become more second nature to them. How is it they go to school and they've still got to use a pen and paper? Doesn't make any sense to me. And with their using their voice more, we get more engagement from them, more creativity, and they will become those innovators that we need. So for that is just one important step towards them, towards children being listened to, being heard, and stepping better into their future.